My name's Debbie. I live in Merseyside, which is in the northwest of the UK. I was going through a particularly bad trouble period. I'd ended a relationship. I was struggling financially. I was finding my career. Had a lot of problems, probably drinking too much and things, not looking after myself. It was like a spirit of fear was on me through all that time. I found support from God TV. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. We hadn't long lost my brother through cancer, so it was a really troubling time. I remember thinking, there's only God can get me through this, get me well. We were told to go to the hospital. I'd had the biopsy and everything. They said, bring somebody with you, so I was pretty worried and it wasn't going to be good news. Growing up in Liverpool, I've always found the cathedral a very comforting place. I know Jesus is the only one that can save me. I just remember going to the cathedral and it says, trust in him. And that's exactly what I did. Going to the hospital, I remember sitting in the room, and it was a dark, gloomy room, and I was waiting for the specialist consultant to come in, and I just felt Jesus. I just felt his spirit, I felt his love, and I felt everything was going to be okay. And when the doctor came in, I just knew I was going to be okay, and they were saying all what the treatment I'd need and all what would happen, and this worst case scenario and that, but I just knew from then I'm going to put my trust in Jesus, I'm going to be okay. And then they put a marker in where the tumour is, because they give you the chemo and it can shrink or the tumour can move. So I went to the appointment and they were having the ultrasound and they were taking quite a while, and they couldn't find the tumour to put the marker in. They couldn't find the tumour, but they decided to give me the chemotherapy. Being a female, obviously, I was concerned about losing my hair and not wanting to go out. And I can remember watching John Kilpatrick at Church with God TV. He was talking about, as long as the root remains, everything will be restored. And he just looked into the camera and said, I'm speaking to someone out there, and he said, your hair will grow back. And my hair did, and in fact, I didn't lose all my hair. I didn't go completely bald, but yeah, my hair did grow back. When I returned to work after my treatment, I got what I thought was an ideal job. It was working with adult ADHD, doing all my training to master's level, and I was hoping to do a PhD in research. I lost my hearing because of the treatment, and part of my job was to listen to dictations when I'd assess people and interview them. And then my manager was saying, you can't do this because this is not meant for you. We'll have to get you another job. I felt I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to lose everything. And I came home that evening and I called God TV. I spoke to Mel. And as we prayed, I can remember her saying, when God's opened the door, no man can close it. And what door God closes, no man can open. And we said that prayer. Shortly after that, I got a phone call saying that they'd read my CV from the Ministry of Justice, and they said, would you be interested in doing a research looking at young offenders in the transitions and developing services, which is more than I could have hoped for. I feel that all that the devil has taken away from me in the troubled times, everything has been restored, and it's been restored tenfold. I feel so blessed. I put my faith in God, but I think what directed me and made sense of it all was God TV. So I decided to partner with God TV to be a media missionary. To me, God TV is playing such a significant part in people's lives all over the world and reaching so many people. Giving back is where I find my joy. I find the joy of God.